We're back. Hey team, I don't know what happened then. I really don't, and I apologise for any inconvenience. For those that are watching this Sunday stream as we discuss the Army Reserve, what it gives you, the curse. What happens when in your life you suddenly fall in love with your new life and what it offers you. But be careful, it doesn't drag you away from the expectations that are required by university projects, by family commitments, etc. Foxy Fox, g'day buddy, how you going, mate? Let's talk about camels, shall we? Foxy, what a champion. You always stand out because I know what you do for a living. Isaac, somebody's crying, and it's him with his knee reconstruction. We got Peppers here. You know, everyone, welcome Foxy. She's here. James, g'day, mate. Hola, com estás? We had a bit of a catastrophic breakdown in internet then. I'm not sure if it was caused by something I said or whether it is just because everyone's on because it's a weekend probably watching the Paul Diaz fight. But welcome to all. We've got Elite Sniper here. Here he is. Good to have you here, mate. We've got Terence. That's a good name. Terence Trent Darby. G'day. Muy bien. The question we asked before was, are you in the Army Reserve? Are you planning on joining the Army Reserve? Have you been in the Army Reserve? Or are you joining the regular army? Is it a curse? It's hard to know. Because, like we say, the temptation to give so much to Army Reserve, understanding that you're starting behind the eight ball, that it might be something you've always wanted to do and you finally got in a position where you can have the adventures, the equipment, the exposure to Navy, yes please sailor, Air Force, helos, rotary wing, travel, road trips, all paid for while you get paid in not only tax-free dollars as your payment, but also your allowances that come with it that can be substantial. If you are in the military and you're a tradie, then you'll also, especially if you own the business, your tradie, your trademaster will be given payment. And if you own the business, you'll be getting paid for the inconvenience to your business while also getting paid as a participant. So it's great. You're never above picking up brass, ARA or GRES. That's right. And I love the push-ups that come with missing a piece. Isaac, Nutsu Cow, thank you very much for that. 8 dineros. That's going towards what is going to be a new part of Patreon, which has got nothing to do with military. How's that? It's going to be all about dividend investing. It's going to be those that want to come on a challenge, those that want to come with me for the long run, forever, to collect dividend ETF stocks, whatever it may be, have those conversations on the phone. So I also get an escape from military conversations and talk about finance with all the proceeds of mine going to my daughter's future so that she has options to choose what career she wants and hopefully gets addicted to the thought of being smarter with money. Financial education. ARES is like buying KFC and only having one bite. Yeah, that's a good similarity there. Good similarity. I can see that. I see a lot of people that get in the Army Reserve, once they have a whiff of the rag, all of a sudden they want to do it every single day. And it can become very hard, a curse, for them to go back to normality when they're there for the conversations. There's always trips coming up, especially if you're a good Army Reserve participant, and you show that you can be there for the hard things as well as the good things. A bit of advice I'd give to Army Reservists, so that you have some credibility, because you can't turn up to everything, otherwise you'd almost be the regular army, wouldn't you? But if you can't turn up to everything, sometimes it's a good strategy to deliberately say no to some of the good things that are on offer. Don't just say no to the I can't turn up to the times it's hard, the BFAs, etc. And by the way, you will be required to do a BFA. in Army Reserve. So make sure you're ready for that. There's some units that are real pointy end. Peppers. David would like to get a golden arches over at KFC. There we are. Isaac, I broke my leg and it didn't end my chances, so it's up to you to do the work to rehab it. You almost lost your leg, Dave D. You know, I've got the photos of Isaac, and he's in a bad way at the moment, but believe me, he's not in a good position. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Idea is to like this stream too, team. And let me know what your thoughts are on your Army Reserve experience. It is definitely different to a regular Army experience, but there's some things that could happen, especially for the Brisbane soldiers, that I think would really assist them. And that would simply be through competition that something is created that allows the Army Reserve to challenge the regular Army, whether it be the 6th Battalion or 8th, 9th Battalion, or maybe the Engineer Regiment or Artillery, and let them sponsor you so that on activities, if you are fully patched member, so to speak, that you can go over and be attached to one of their platoons, given the arts days, or some Tuesday nights go over there and parade with them potentially, or during the day, and have tours of the battalions and learn through osmosis, you know, so that you can become a tool that they can use to also flesh out their platoons that may be down certain numbers and need reinforcements. But it also gives you a grounding, you know, to make you realise that the Army is a big organisation and it needs cooperation and less ego. And if there is ego, it must be earned. Wild Adventures. Kaz, what is your average full-time soldier's perspective on the reserves? I don't think they think of them. Is it well thought out, or as part of the Army is not being taken too seriously? It'd be like saying, how does the A-grade footballer think of the B-grade footballer? I don't think they necessarily think about them. And they never, it depends on the conversation that's happening as well as the context there, Wild Adventures. How would a police officer think of a military police officer, MP? Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's sort of different. Isaac, we definitely don't spend time thinking about it. Isaac, Dave D will be putting a lot of work into the physio now. It's very slow, yeah. G'day, CP. I'm struggling, to be honest. CP. Oh, Peppers. Let's have a talk after Simon, see what we can come up with. Simon says, Jonty, he enlists tomorrow. Well, guess what? So does a few others that are in chat at the moment. Okay. We've got Mitch, who's joining tomorrow as well. You'll be in his platoon. Terence Trent Darby. Did you work at 75th Squadron? I think he did. Dave D, Wild Adventures, there's generally good attitudes from both sides. 1 div and 2 div. It normally comes down to if someone goes into Army Reserve, if they walk in with ego, you know, they've got to be careful, you know. Every day's a battle, Simon. 1 foot is in front of the other some days, mate. Yep. Dave, just take it at the speed you need to, Isaac. Sometimes slower to go fast is the way. Absolutely. And when you're talking about knee reconstructions, it's a really big deal. Modelo, enjoy Kapuka, boys. It's a fun experience. It is when you leave there. The time goes quick. I was speaking to some guys at Kapuka today and last night. Some guys have just got back from field. Some guys that have just got, thanks Christopher East, Infantry 343. You can see it on there, Sheepdog on duty. We got some guys last night. One fella, tears in his eyes, you know, talking to me on the phone because he just got his family name tag, okay, his surname on his cams, and also the Australian flag on his shoulder. It was enough to put him on the edge. He realised now it's all real, and the teaching that they've got about not necessarily reaction to contact, but how to respond immediately and with a sense of urgency, you know, and instill discipline. He now gets it, and he actually broke down and had a bit of a tear. That was a beautiful moment. Yep, and I understand it. Emily Ari, How long roughly do you think it would be between the end of Kapooka and my first parade night? It'd be straight away. The thing is with Army Reserve that you will actually choose your unit because it'll be somewhere local unless you're a officer, okay, where they may get put where Army's needs are. So you'll go in there and say, I want to go to engineers, infantry, intelligence, cavalry, or artillery, medics, whatever. You know, and then you'll do an aptitude test to see what you're capable of. And then from there, if you get that, that's where you're going to, mate. But what there will be is there's a RIC, which is a Recruit Induction Centre. So you don't get to your unit as such. You'll go to this pool of people and not taken as seriously until you actually go and do Kapooka. Because then you've got the skills of an all-corps soldier. And what does that mean? That means you can be used in flood relief. That means you can be used for general service soldiering under any all-service officer. Or any officer for that matter of fact. You just can't do specific core instructed skill sets. That's all. Modelo, yeah, I just got out of Kapooka a week ago. Well done, mate. And it was a good feeling to march out. I don't know if it's some sort of Stockholm syndrome, but I really do miss that place. I would say it is. Corkman is back. Or Bick, as they would say. What is it, mate? Is there anything I should pack for Kapooka? So there's a third one that isn't on the packing list. Photos of a girl you've never met, and your family members and a dog, so that when they come in and see it on the wall, they'll actually think this guy is more of a human than what he is of a number. And if there's a chance of meeting that girl on the march out, let's look after him. Yeah. Other than that, mate, nothing really. Nothing you can't buy when you go there and you do your leave into Wagga Wagga itself. Emily, I'll call you that for now. Thanks, Kaz. That's all right, mate. We're here to help. Simon, take your time. Don't rush your rehab. Takes time. Modelo, never really used anything in whilst at Kapooka. You get everything issued. There you go. Dave D, you'll be at WAUR, University Regiment, Western Australia University Regiment after Kapooka. You won't get to your unit till your commission. There you go. This is the benefit of having other members within the comments that are also qualified and can answer your questions as well. Modelo, I was there for 4 months and didn't see my civvy bag for 99% of the time. The one thing I would say is jam a few packets of lollies in there. Reason being, when you actually get to your administration bags, and you haven't been allowed to go to the canteen or go and get a coffee yet, you can rip those out and go and have a face full of food and sugar to make sure that you feel good. Make sure you take your golf clubs too. Maybe not. Isaac Huggins, thanks for the advice, Simon. I've got physio 3 times a week. I've always hated physio. Do everything slowly and painfully. Terrence, is the BFA the same for all services? No, mate. Army, Navy, Air Force, I believe it is, in difficulty. Yep. Make sure if you're on here and you haven't put a comment in that you subscribe to the channel team because we want to hear your voice. If you don't want to get yourself in a position where people know who you are, just make up a name. Hunter Biden. That's a great one. Yeah, it's not like you can get in any more shit than you're in. Army Reserve. Imagine the friendships people make when they go in there and through competition and through earning through the struggle, through the crucible, you actually realise that this was what you should have been doing all the time. But you don't need to, because now you can pace yourself. And like we said, that money can be used on taking the stress off bills for the family. It can be used for as a side hustle for university. It could be making your own business. It could be, you name it. You name it. Air Force has better golf courses. I am not surprised, Simon. I would not be surprised. It's a little bit fun. You'll have fun experiences such as the one time my mate had his clothes taken by accident and he went down the hallway with just a towel trying to get back to his room. Modelo, that used to be the normal dress in 1990s. Naked but for a towel. those more fun times make things so much faster. The dark humour that creeps in is fantastic as well. Hi, Simon, sent your message. Okay, guys, we're down to 16 viewers there. Not sure what's going on. But thank you for today. I'm not sure what you have got planned. You know, I keep forgetting that it's not Saturday because tomorrow is basically my day of rest. On Sundays, I'm normally talking on the bat phone to people that are going to church to say they're secular and get time with their phones. And the Saturday is netball with the daughter and, again, phone calls. Give us a thumbs up if you're interested in the economic side of Patreon. Of being able to talk about different stocks, okay, and ETFs and potentially business ideas, all those sort of things. Because some young people out there really, really impress me that their focus is more on, okay, what they're going to create in life, generational wealth potentially, rather than just substance abuse through alcohol and partying. It's very invigorating and good to see. I really wish that I'd had that sort of direction myself when I was younger, to tell you the truth. Peppers, yep, he likes that. Isaac, yep, awesome. Because I'd love nothing better than to have conversations and get links sent to me where you're going, hell yeah, Kaz, you know, let's talk about VGS, Vanguard, or whether it be, let's talk about the pros and cons of BHP, or what do you think of Tesla shares? What are you doing? You're going for ETFs or you're going for growth? I love all that sort of shit. Hey, Modelo, voice of the people, Notsu Cow, thank you very much, mate, and very welcome here. Can we get some thumbs up for Modelo? There, he's out of Kapuka now, and his life looks like it's going fairly well. ARES Cav have to provide their own saddle. Tom, Armour Reserve Cav would probably be my number one choice at the moment. Mr. C, I like that. Sergeant with a thumb. Okay, the reason why I say that is they're getting the Hawkeye, and they know they're getting the Hawkeye. And those feathers, as we know, Dave, they belong to us. You know, where are we here? Where are we? Where is our piece of Beersheba? That is, there it is. Boom. Beersheba, mounted infantry from the Western Trenches, right there. That's the only second bit that I know of. The other one I gave away the other day to a very good man I call brother down in Victoria. Blinky B, Kaz, you're on. G'day. Mate, one of the reasons we're on today is because Isaac is laying in bed with knee reconstruction. He's a mess. So we got on here to keep him a little bit of, what would we say? Keep him company. Morty likes the idea of the economic talks. I'd love to own a civilian version of the Hawkeye. Geez, you'd need some money for that, Simon. You know, once the guys get in there, the cavalry units, it's going to be amazing to have 3 or 4 guys where you're vouching for each other, where the people that haven't committed themselves to Army Reserve get told, no. You don't get a seat until you show you can turn up to the hard shit as well, that you're proficient, that you're also able to complete and be BFA present, and that we can rely on you if you're going to get an outcast. Seat's taken. There's only one of you in it. That's right. Peppers, hit the like button, team. Hit it with water. So, all those thumbs up there, you're happy for the economic side of things? I tell you what, it's so exciting to know that whenever you put $100 in something like an ETF, that over 1 year you might only get $4 to $10 to $12 with growth mixed with dividends. But that's every year. And then it starts to compound that snowball effect. I love it. It gets me wetter than a purple vet. Those homeboys tried to warn me, but butt you got makes me so old Rumpelstiltskin. Hit that button. What else is going on? Nicole, worked with a lot of amazing reserves, but also some lazy ones. The lazy ones didn't last long. Look, that's true. That is true, but one of the things I found instructing officers and NCOs was all of them want to be part of something awesome. But sometimes they get to some units and feel like they're being held back, whether it be the arts allocation, whether it be by poor leadership, whether it be by the lack of imagination on how you can meld your unit into regular units or use those arts days for how to sharpen the axe before you start chopping. Make the training exciting. Have something that gives encouragement or gives incentive to turn up. Create the groups where you don't get to see what's happening in the next room until you've actually passed Kapuka. And then after Kapuka, you come into a new section, goodbye to the recruit induction centre, and then all of a sudden you're in some level of limbo where you get partial exposure to those that are fully qualified and think, I want to be like those guys. Listen to the laughter. Those guys sound like they're loving life. I want to be there. Okay, then do something about it. Yep. For what it's worth, I worked at the ATO for 10 years and in superannuation for 4 years. Man, the knowledge you'd have there now, Simon, would be fantastic. It really would be. Iron sharpens iron. I like that. Rusk assessment. Peppers. Simon, that would have been informative but stressful. Very much. I couldn't audit someone I know was a hard worker. It'd kill me. Especially when I know the politician is getting paid allowances for his power, for his fuel, for his car, for his home, for his missus, for his food. It doesn't make sense. Topsy-turvy. We don't punish our politicians for being incompetent, but we definitely punish the farmer, the middle class. It's tough. You got to do it yourself. But anyway, throw some subjects up there, team, or we might have to go. I'm scared I'm going to love the reserve so much. That's the curse. I'll leave my investment baking or banking and legal job straight to the ARA. There we go. P.S. I'm ready next year. I can help out with the finance investing ideas if you need it. Well done, mate. So you're going to be laughing. Laughing. As an infantry officer, would I work Kapuka after Duntroon? No, but you will go to Kapuka to do your initial training. Okay? You'll be going there to do your first month of training to learn how to do the soldier skills. I believe that's going to be one of the new things there, Bryce. BB gun. Dave D says, I've got a run team, got the in-laws coming in. Say good day to them. All the best to family. Life's about family, isn't it? Right, team, we might get out of here too. Give you your Sunday back. We just want to jump on here, talk about this. The actual video itself. Where are we? No.
So here we are on a weekend,
Okay, this
which
one,
is fitting because today we're
will be out
talking
tomorrow
about
by
the Weekend
standalone
Warrior,
8-minute,
the Choco,
8-minute,
the Army
10-second
Reservist,
video.
the plastic one.
Watch that. Enjoy. And I hope you have a great weekend, team. Thank you very much for those that made donations and those that become members. I'm going to sort out this the other opening tier where people can have conversations about the economy, and that anyone that's on Patreon can shift gears and then stop talking as much about Army and start talking more about shares, etc. So let's help each other in more than one way to be the best version of us and understand as an Australian channel. We make everyone welcome. We give you the ability to have freedom of speech over here in comments. And this is one of the only channels that streams as much as I do. It's not necessarily because it's easier, but it's because there's context to what we say. That's it. It's not scripted. All right? So take it easy. Have a good weekend. Remember, time is worth more than money at the end of your life, but money will keep the stress away while you're younger. Yeah. You never know as much as what you do until you travel, where you realise that almost all of life is about people, not places. Take it easy. Be a good person. Be a good motherfucker. And let's enjoy this life you only get one of. Cavitt even welcomes the Air Force. Yes, I do. Well, it would have been a long way to walk without those planes there, Simon. And I look forward to having dinner and a steak with you soon. Pepper says, thank you for your time, Kaz. I needed to kick up the arse to go exercise today. Shoulders killing me, but no pain, no gain. Sex is really good for fixing shoulders. Go and see your missus and say, hey, you know, the doctor said that we should do this, you know. Cowboy, g'day, buddy. Ruscan, 100%. Simon Powell, take care. All right, team, take it easy. I'll put this video up for tomorrow. Enjoy. And do it to them before they do it to you. In conclusion, join the Army Reserve. What are you waiting for? Get some life balance if you can't commit to full time. And remember that you will understand the clarity of the message when you've got that flag and your family name illuminated on your uniform and your outside agency all talk to you about the fact that they're proud of you because you actually chose action instead of words. Get to the Mexican truck.
So here we are.
Where are we? That's what she says. Bam. There we go. I've got the tacos downstairs. It's the final solution. That's my final destination today. Hate to do that to you, Simon. Check it out. Woohoo! See you later, guys. Go and watch the boxing. Did Nate win? Did Paul win? Let's see. See ya. Army Reserve. Part-time.